Playing left field, number 3, Alexis Ross. Number 6, Amaya Ross. Number 9, Kendall Johnson. Number 12, Desi Connell.
Oh, yeah. I love it. One more time.
Number 5, Crystal Haynes.
Oh, sorry.
Number 4, Mo Smith.
Oh, yeah. One more time. Here you go.
Number 10, Momo McMillan.
Mr. Zimmer.
Number 7, Mad Williams. Number 14, Mackenzie Merrill. And number 2, Maddie Mason. And now for your Episcopal Eagles. First the Saints, number 10, Caroline Terry. Number 15, Haley Strinta. Number 24, Anna Bowles.
Go!
Number 12, Emily Paul.
Go!
And your starting lineup for the Episcopal Eagles. Number 22, Cammy Evans. Number 7, Juliana DiFilippo. Number 3, Carly Dixon.
Oh my gosh, Matt. Oh my god. You better be the loudest person out here, that's all I'm saying.
Number 8, Callie Jones. Number 6, Lindsay Polis. Number 13, Jacqueline Connor. Number 14, Olivia Bogan. Number 16, Number 17, Cindy Squires. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we please ask you to rise for our prayer, the national anthem. God, grant me strength to give my all, discipline to remember teamwork, wisdom to learn the lessons sports teach, and courage to demonstrate good sportsmanship on and off the field. In your name I pray. Amen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on the campus of the Episcopal School of Jacksonville for our first ever road broadcast of Trinity Christian Academy varsity softball. I'm Ray Bureau bringing you the action, and we're very grateful to have you joining us here tonight on live stream through tcajax.org. In case you haven't figured it out yet, we are on the home team side of the field, the Episcopal Eagles. Members of the varsity baseball team are in attendance cheering on their counterparts. They are loud and proud, and for very good reason. The Lady Eagles are 11-1 on the season with a record of 2 wins and no losses in Class 4A District 2, led by head coach Mr. Mike Riley. There you see warming up the ace of the staff, number 8, left-hander junior Callie Jones. And we got word this evening that she has verbally committed to Florida International University, and she'll be joined by Trinity's own Desi Cannell in a couple of years as well. Callie Jones, at the last update on Max Preps, has a record of 4 wins and 1 loss and a 0.42 ERA. But Coach Ricky has reminded me earlier that games are being updated, so we'll get you the latest update as soon as possible. The first pitch, and we are underway. It misses low and outside to Alexis Ross, leading things off for the Conquerors. The 1-0, and Ross ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. If you check on Game Changer, you will see Callie Jones with the updated stats, a record of 9-1 on the season. A chopper toward first, and a nice snare by the first baseman, Brooke Begley. That is out number 1. We're in the bleachers down the first base line, so the angle a little different than what you're used to seeing us on live stream. Dean Bureau working the camera. And with 1 out, shortstop Amaya Ross steps up to the plate. She's hitting an even .500, couple of home runs on the season, and this first pitch is knocked away for ball, or rather strike 1. Callie Jones, 9-1, an ERA of 0.68 on the season. Thank you to Coach Mike Ricky for getting me those stats just before the game, the updated stats for the Episcopal Eagles. And a pitch lined into right field, but it's going to stay up and hit to the right fielder, Olivia Bogan, for out number 2. Amaya Ross and Alexis Ross both hit the ball hard, but there are 2 away. Second baseman Kendall Johnson at the plate. She's hitting .283. No homers, but she's at the plate looking to get on base with 2 outs. And the pitch misses for ball 1.
Good spot. I love it. Look at that skyline.
Yes, we heard a gentleman next to me say, look at that skyline. A beautiful skyline of downtown Jacksonville behind center field and right field here at Episcopal's ball yard. Johnson, .283. No homers, 10 runs batted in, and she's now ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Two and 1, and the pitch from Callie Jones. Misses for ball 3. Not as easy to tell how far inside or outside the pitch is. We still have a great view of the top and the bottom of the strike zone. And Johnson ahead, 3-1, and the pitch hit hard right at the first baseman, off her glove. That's Begley. And Kendall Johnson is aboard. We'll see how that one is scored by the official scorekeeper. In any event, the Conquerors have a runner at first base with 2 out.
Johnson reaches first base on a single. Next up,
And that is scored a base hit for Kendall Johnson. So, first hit of the ball game belongs to the Conquerors. Cleanup hitter, first baseman Desi Cannell. She's also a junior committed to Florida International University. She comes in at 360, 4 home runs and 19 RBIs. And the pitch, swing and a miss for strike one. Callie Jones has struck out 66 hitters in 62 innings pitched. Hard throwing left-hander, and the 0-1 in the dirt. And Johnson thought about it, took a couple of steps, and stayed at first base. So a ball and a strike to the Conquerors cleanup hitter, Desi Cannell. Jones has walked only 10 hitters in those same 62 innings. Swing and a miss, and she's ahead of Cannell. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 2 out. 1-2 the count on Cannell. And the pitch. Line drive toward the shortstop, and that is caught by Cammie Epley, and that'll retire the side. Conquerors get a hit, but leave a runner at first. After a half-inning play at Episcopal, we have no score. Bottom of the first, no score. And in case you missed the starting lineups earlier, leading off for the Eagles at shortstop, Cammie Epley. Batting second, playing second base, Juliana DiFilippo. Batting third in center field, Carly Dixon. Cleanup hitter is the pitcher, Callie Jones. Batting fifth, playing catcher, Lindsay Poulis. Batting sixth at third base, Jacqueline Connor. Batting seventh in right field, Olivia Bogan. First baseman bats eighth, that is Brooke Begley. And the left fielder, Sydney Squires, rounds out the order. For the Conquerors around the defense, Alexis Ross in left, Madison Williams in center, and Mackenzie Merrill in right. Madison Masick playing third base. At shortstop is Alexis Ross, Kendall Johnson at second, Desi Cannell at first, and the senior Crystal Haynes behind the plate. And she'll be catching senior Mo Smith, who comes into tonight's ball game with a record of 11 wins and 4 losses. She is at a 2.02 ERA and 86 2/3 innings pitched. She's allowed 25 earned runs, 90 hits, 15 walks, and 44 strikeouts. Cammie Epley leads things off for the Eagles, and the first pitch in there for a strike. Swing and a miss. Mo Smith ahead 0-2. Cammie Epley hitting .543 on the season, and she grounds one down the first baseline. It's a foul ball. Bounces foul just in front of the bag. Cannell thought she had it out, but Epley is still alive. Epley has homered once and driven in 13 runs, but as a leadoff hitter, she's done a fantastic job scoring 22 runs in 12 games. And this pitch misses just a bit inside. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. These Eagles fans are still pouring into the ballpark tonight. Trinity has brought a very good crowd as well. Swing and a miss, ball on the dirt, but Crystal Haynes picks it up and gets the out at first. That'll go as a strikeout and a 2-3 on the putout, 1 away. So Mo Smith gets the first hitter she faces, and it brings up the second baseman, Juliana DiFilippo. She's hitting .361, a homer, and 12 RBIs. Smith's first pitch to her is ground ball right back to the box. Smith with the backhanded stab and the throw to first for out number 2. This on paper looked like it would be a very exciting, fast-paced ball game, and so far it has been. Through the second out here in the bottom of the first. Carly Dixon, the center fielder, at the plate. First pitch in there for a strike. Number 3, Carly Dixon at 293, no homers, 15 runs batted in, and she has scored 13 times. The 0-1 misses up high, and that evens the count up at a ball and a strike. Mo Smith on her way to Florida State College at Jacksonville next fall. And a ground ball toward the hole, off the glove of Alexis Ross. She throws, but not in time. That's going to be an error on the shortstop. And Dixon aboard. Now the pitcher, Callie Jones, a junior, we said earlier, commit to Florida International University verbally. She'll have a chance to sign that letter of intent next year. And she fouls off the first pitch. No balls and a strike. We told you what she's done on the mound. At the plate, not too shabby either. 467, 3 long balls, 13 RBIs, and 16 runs scored. So she has done it all for the Episcopal Eagles. The 0-1 inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed hitter. Crystal Haynes catching Smith. Haynes is on her way to Tallahassee Community College next fall. Ground ball toward Masick. And she will not have a play, and that's going to be another error on the Conquerors. Eagles getting an opportunity here in the bottom of the first, and Coach Ashley Houston out to the mound to talk to her pitcher and her defense. Ashley Houston enjoying her first season with the Conquerors, who come into today's night game at 14-4, a record of 2 wins and no losses in Class 4A District 2. This is a district game. Episcopal, Trinity Christian Academy sharing District 2 with Interlochen, Providence, Duval Charter, Andrew Jackson, and Bishop Snyder Catholic School. Both teams 2-0 in the district. 2 on, 2 out. Catcher Lindsey Poulis at the plate, and the first pitch hit high, shallow center field, and Madison Williams is there to retire the side. Eagles get 2 runners aboard, both via the error, but do not score. Good job by Williams in center field. Top of the second coming up, we have no score. A very fast first inning here at the Episcopal School of Jacksonville. The Conquerors got 1 runner aboard by a base hit from Kendall Johnson. Carly Dixon and Callie Jones both reached on errors for the Eagles. Nobody has crossed the plate yet, and the Conquerors have hitters 5, 6, and 7 coming up to the plate. Crystal Haynes, Mo Smith, and Morgan McMillan. And if anybody gets on, Madison Williams and Mackenzie Merrill are due up afterward. Top of the second, big rivalry between Trinity Christian Academy and Episcopal, not just in varsity softball, but in all sports as well. Ray Bureau bringing you the action. My son Dean on the camera once again. And we always say we're very glad to have you joining us on tcajax.org. Monday night, Eagles are home, or rather the Conquerors are home, and they're going to host Bartram Trail at 6 p.m. Weather permitting, there's a good chance of rain Monday night scheduled in the forecast according to newsforjax.com. We plan to have that game for you on live stream through tcajax.org. Crystal Haynes at the plate, 347, 3 homers, 15 runs batted in, and she takes the first pitch low and outside for ball 1. We get opportunities. We'll try to let you know the upcoming games for both the Conquerors and the Eagles, but as fast as this one's gone so far, those opportunities may not come very often. And the 1-0 is at the top of the zone for strike one. There you see the Matthews Bridge behind center field leading into downtown Jacksonville. And this pitch gets the outside corner, 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Line drive toward the second baseman, DeFilippo. It's off her glove and into left field. And that is a base hit for Crystal Haynes.
Do you know which bridge it is? It's the Hart Bridge.
And a correction, the Hart Bridge. Thank you to the couple down in front of me for helping me make that correction. The Hart Bridge heading into downtown Jacksonville. Beautiful sight right behind the outfield fence. A runner at first, nobody out. Pitcher Mo Smith at the plate. She's hitting .444 with a homer and 9 RBIs in 15 ball games. Trinity Dalrymple, the courtesy runner for the catcher. She's at first. Smith lays down the bunt. Only one play. Jones throws it down the right field line. Dalrymple heading toward third. She will stop there. And a nice play by the right fielder, Olivia Bogan. Our view down in the corner is blocked by the first base dugout, but we'll do our best to let you know what's going on anytime the ball gets down in that corner. That is an error on the pitcher, Callie Smith. Conquerors have runners at second and third. Dalrymple running for Crystal Haynes. She's at third. And Smith, the pitcher, she's going to stay on second base. Morgan McMillan, the designated hitter at the plate. She's hitting .467. She squares around and bunts the first one foul. McMillan, when she's not in the lineup, she is Mo Smith's courtesy runner, but she's getting a chance to swing the bat tonight. No homers, 5 runs batted in, 11 runs scored. She is 7 out of 16 on the season. Conquerors have a huge opportunity with runners at second and third and nobody out. Mr. DJ Johnson, Miss Kaylee King, and Jamie Masick, assistant coaches for the Conquerors. The 0-1 to McMillan is outside. Jones hit her target, but the catcher, Lindsay Poulis, set up a little bit outside. So the count is even at a ball and a strike. Big gap in right center field. McMillan chops it down the line. It is a fair ball. 1 run is in. Here comes Smith. She will score. And the Conquerors lead 2-0. That is a 2-run double for Morgan McMillan, and it gives the Conquerors a 2-run lead. Morgan McMillan picking up the 2-run double right down the line. Tipped off the glove of third baseman Jacqueline Connor. And the Conquerors get 2. And a correction, Mo Smith did come out for a courtesy runner. That was Bailey Ryer who scored from second base. So Bailey Ryer, who had an inside the park 3-run homer on Tuesday night, showing off her speed once again, scoring from second on that double from Morgan McMillan. Conquerors lead 2-0, still nobody out, and McMillan standing at second base. Center fielder Madison Williams at the plate. Both gats in the outfield, very huge as the outfielders down toward the lines. A bunt towards third, throw to first. And it is in time. Connor gets the out at first, but a successful sacrifice bunt. Conquerors have a runner at third and 1 out. Mackenzie Merrill, the right fielder, steps in. She comes into tonight's ball game hitting .405 with a home run and 11 runs driven in. She's also scored 13 times. If I'm not mistaken, looks like the Eagles are going with 2 outfielders at the moment. And the pitch. First pitch to Merrill is up high. Looks like Sydney Squires in left and Olivia Bogan in right. And that's all in the outfield at the moment. And the pitch. Chopper right back. And that was a 5-man infield, and that is the reason Carly Dixon snuck in on me and everybody else, and she made that play. So, a very unusual scoring opportunity there. That is 8-3 on the putout. She fooled me, but Dixon right there on the infield. 2-0, and Alexis Ross at the plate with a runner at third. 2 out. And the pitch. Ball. So great strategy paying off for Coach Mike Rickey and the Episcopal Eagles. Alexis Ross grounded out to the first baseman. Leading off the ball game. Jones with the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count even at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 to Ross. Chopper right at Dixon again. And the ball is dropped and a run will score. Well, again, Dixon, the center fielder, made the play on the infield. However, that will go as an error on the first baseman, Brooke Begley. No RBI credited. And McMillan is in, and the Conquerors lead 3-0. Huge break for Trinity Christian. Runner at first, 2 out. Amaya Ross at the plate, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. So good strategy by Coach Mike Rickey. Got an out at first, would have retired the side, but the Conquerors get that extra run. And the pitch to Ross is up high. Alexis Ross at first, getting a huge secondary lead. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Change up in there, strike 3 to throw down to second, does not matter. For the Conquerors, 3 runs, 2 of them earned. There was an error and a couple of hits, 2 errors in the inning, and we go to the bottom of the second. The Conquerors lead 3-0.
God dang it.
In the name of love. Play it. Tina, where's the music at? You really need to hop on this. Hey, too late.
Bottom of the second, Conquerors lead 3-0. Mo Smith with her first pitch, chopper towards Masick. We had a little technical problem with the camera, but Dean, always knowing what to do, able to get us back on. And the first pitch, 1 out. 5-3 on the putout. That was Jacqueline Connor, the Eagles' third baseman. Right fielder, number 14, Olivia Bogan at the plate for Episcopal. First pitch, swung on and fouled off. Bogan hitting .333, no homers, 9 RBIs, and 8 runs scored. Conquerors got 3 runs for their pitcher Smith. 0-1 the pitch, up high, and taken for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Chopped foul, and Smith ahead in the count, 1-2. Crowd still coming in. It's a beautiful Thursday night here in downtown Jacksonville. And home bleachers are packed. Trinity brought a great crowd as well. The 1-2, swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. Haynes holds on, and that is out number 2. Second strikeout for Mo Smith. And the first baseman, Brooke Begley, steps up to the plate, hitting .167 on the season, but she's driven in 6 runs and scored 9. First pitch is a little bit outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch is up high for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Begley digs in, and a ground ball towards Cannell. She picks it up, tosses to Johnson covering, and that retires a side. 3 up, 3 down, go the Eagles in the bottom of the second, and after 2, the Conquerors enjoying a 3-0 lead. Top of the third, 3-0 Conquerors. All 3 runs coming in the second. A 2-run double from Morgan McMillan. And a 2-out error allowed McMillan to score, and that's been all the scoring so far tonight. Conquerors will send up hitters 3, 4, and 5. Kendall Johnson, Desi Cannell, and Crystal Haynes. Callie Jones on the mound for Episcopal. In case you missed it, she is a verbal commit to Florida International University, as well as Trinity's Desi Cannell. So in a couple of years, they're both going to be freshmen down in Miami. Kendall Johnson, a junior at the plate, leading things off. She singled in the first and was left stranded at first base. And Callie Jones with her first pitch of the third. It's down low for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, and this pitch hits the batter, so Johnson is aboard. First hit batter of the ball game, and the Conquerors get the leadoff hitter on. And there you see Desi Cannell, Trinity's FIU commit. She lined out to the shortstop, Cammie Epley, to end the first inning. Squares around a bunt, pulls it back in time, takes ball 1.
Hey, 763 right here, 12. Here we go, girl.
One ball, no strikes.
Watch the slash.
And the pitch, swing and a miss. And Jones has evened up the count at 1-1.
I'm telling you, 643 is going to work right here, 12. Trust me.
1 ball, 1 strike to Desi Cannell. Showing bunt. Pulls back and takes ball 2 up high. Two balls and a strike. Kendall Johnson aboard at first. Cannell showing bunt once again, pulls back and takes strike 2 right on the inside corner. Great pitch by Callie Jones. The 2-2. And the pitch, changeup, swing and a miss. There was a runner at first, so Cannell is out. And Kendall Johnson is safe on the play at second. That will go as a strikeout, but a wild pitch to allow the runner to get to second base. First strikeout for Callie Jones. And with 1 out, Crystal Haynes steps in. She singled and scored, leading off the second inning. This Monday night, Episcopal is at Bishop Kenny. 4 p.m. start time, and on April 6th, the Eagles are at Middleburg High School. First pitch down low, and the ball gets away, but no advance. That game at Middleburg, April 6th at 6 p.m. On the 11th, the Eagles are at Yulee, also at 6 p.m. The 1-0 to Haynes. Drilled foul right at the on-deck hitter, Mo Smith. Everybody's okay, but Smith took a blow. A little bit off the camera shot, but Mo Smith in the on-deck circle, hit by that hard foul ball off the bat of Haynes, so let's hope everything's okay. She shakes off Coach Houston, not getting her out of this ball game. 1-1 to Crystal Haynes. Change up in the dirt for ball 2. April 13th, Eagles will host Menendez out of St. Augustine. That game at 6 p.m. Stanton College Prep comes to Episcopal on the 18th at 6. And one more game we'll tell you about in a moment as this pitch, 2 balls and 2 strikes right at the top of the zone. And the Eagles end the regular season at St. John's Country Day School down in Orange Park, 4:30 p.m. on April 20th. We'll get you the Conquerors upcoming schedule. We get another opportunity. Back to the box, a throw to first in time. Jones makes the play for out number 2. Johnson advances to third, so the Conquerors do have a runner at third with 2 outs, and pitcher Mo Smith at the plate.
The Conquerors are up next.
Hey, 124.
She reached on an error and scored.
124, here we go.
That came in the second inning when the Conquerors put 3 on the board. First pitch to Smith, in there for a strike. So a little correction, we said 2 earned runs last inning. Only one of those 3 runs was earned. The 0-1 changeup almost got Smith pitching, but she held up in time, so the count is even at a ball and a strike.
Maybe next time. Keep working, guys. Here we go. 2 down, 2 down.
2 outs. Jones just needs to get out of the inning, keep that runner at third base. And the 1-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Jones with the pitch. It is outside, and the count evens at 2-2.
Hey, good spot, good spot.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Jones taking her time, making sure she makes the right pitch. And the 2-2, swing and a miss, and that retires the side. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Callie Jones. Conquerors get a runner aboard, leave her stranded at third, and we go to the bottom of the third. It's a 3-0 Trinity Christian lead. Bottom of the third, Conquerors lead 3-0. All 3 runs coming in the second inning. 9-1-2 due up for Episcopal. Sydney Squires, Cami Epley, Juliana DiFilippo. A 2-run double by Morgan McMillan brought home the first couple of runs for the Conquerors. McMillan later scored on an error, and that's been the scoring so far. Mo Smith in her 2 innings of work. She has struck out 2 and allowed 1 hit. Check that, 2 hits. And check that again. Looking at the wrong side of the scoreboard. Used to having Trinity on the home side, so no hits allowed by Smith just yet. And the first pitch to Sydney Squires is strike 1. Squires hitting .412, and she fouls it off. No balls and 2 strikes. .412, no homers, 8 runs batted in, and she has scored 11 times. Excellent production from the number 9 hitter in the Eagles lineup. Squares around, pulls it back, swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 3 for Mo Smith. And it brings up top of the order Cami Epley. She went down on strikes to open up the ball game for the Eagles. In there for a strike on the first pitch. After tonight, we told you that the Conquerors have that home game against Bartram Trail this Monday night at 6. And this ball off the batter, Epley. It hit her helmet, so she is aboard. First hit batsman for Mo Smith. 1 out, runner at first. Second baseman Juliana DiFilippo steps up. She grounded out to the pitcher Smith her first time up. After that game Monday night, 4 consecutive road games. We'll tell you what they are in a moment. First pitch is a strike, runner going, throw down to second. She was safe, beat the throw, but overslid the bag, and Epley out on the steal. Even though she beat the throw, that will go as a caught stealing. And there are 2 outs. The pitch was called a strike on DiFilippo. 2 outs, bases empty, and this one misses inside for ball 1. April 6th, the Conquerors are at Bishop Snyder at 4:30 in the afternoon. April 11th at West Nassau at 6:30. Line drive into left field right at Alexis Ross to retire the side. DiFilippo hit the ball very hard, but it stayed up a little too much for her. There was a hit batsman, but the caught stealing lets Smith face the minimum here in the bottom of the third. 4th inning coming up. Conquerors lead 3-0. Top of the fourth, Conquerors leading 3-0, and they will send up hitters 7, 8, and 9 in the order. Morgan McMillan, Madison Williams, and Mackenzie Merrill. Very fast-paced, action-packed ball game, and terrific fans in the bleachers keeping us on our toes as well.
Here we go, Eagles, right here.
Eagles varsity baseball players in attendance cheering on their friends on the field. We are sitting on the home side bleachers, and we're glad to be here tonight. Glad you're able to come out to the ball game as well. Morgan McMillan leading off, and she chops the first one that bounces foul. No balls and a strike. McMillan had a 2-run double right down the third baseline. In fact, it tipped right off the tip of the glove of Connor on a high hop, and that drove home a couple of runs, the first 2 of the ball game. Morgan McMillan serving as a designated hitter tonight. She is also a pitcher for the Conquerors. No balls and a strike, and ground ball to the third baseman Connor. Throw to first. It is in time. Begley kept her foot on the bag and recorded the out. So 1 away for the center fielder, Madison Williams. She laid down a sacrifice bunt. That sent McMillan to third base, and that was a key play because McMillan was able to score on a missed play just a little bit later. The first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Slightly different camera shot than what we're used to, but a very good job making sure everything is in the field of play as much as possible. No balls and a strike, and a good changeup. That is strike 2 on Madison Williams. And the Conquerors center fielder, a senior, also on her way to Florida State College at Jacksonville, along with Mo Smith and third baseman Madison Masick. The 0-2. One hopper right at the second baseman, DiFilippo, and she makes a terrific stab and gets the out at first. Williams hit the ball very hard, but DiFilippo right there to make the play. Reached well to her left and got the out at first. 2 down for Mackenzie Merrill. In case you missed it, Mackenzie Merrill grounded out to the center fielder, an 8-3 put out, but the center fielder Dixon was playing on the infield with the runner at third, and she was able to make the play. For the moment, kept the runner at third. First pitch, hit hard right at the first baseman Begley, and she makes the play unassisted. 3 up, 3 down for the Conquerors in the fourth. Bottom half coming up. Conquerors lead 3-0. Bottom of the fourth, Episcopal Eagles coming to the plate, trailing 3-0. Part of the batting order, however, Carly Dixon, Callie Jones, and Lindsay Poulos. Conquerors got all 3 in the second inning. And we're heading to the bottom of the fourth. Carly Dixon reached on an error her first time to the plate. That came with 2 outs in the first inning. So far, no hits off Mo Smith. She has struck out 3 hitters. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Smith had a complete game shutout Tuesday night as the Conquerors defeated Duval Charter School 15-0. A 3-inning ball game. And the pitch up high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. This is just a little high, 2-1. Catch a written recap of this ball game either tonight or possibly tomorrow morning on tcabaseballjax.com. More about that in a moment. A ground ball to the first baseman, Cannell. She makes the play unassisted for out number 1. Go to tcabaseballjax.com, click on the button called The Press Box, and you'll see written recaps of all varsity softball and baseball games and junior varsity baseball as well. This pitch outside. Speaking of varsity, they're up in Cary, North Carolina. The gentlemen playing in the National High School Invitational. They have a record of 1-1. Won yesterday 2-1 on a walk-off off the bat of Connor Aldrich, scoring Dawson Feetsum. However, today, Conquerors fell 5-1 to Orange Lutheran High School, making their way over from Orange, California. And they won that ball game 5-1 over Trinity Christian. Ground ball to Amaya Ross. Throw to first in time for out number 2. So the Conquerors knocked out of the tournament as far as championship goes, but they have a consolation game tomorrow. Last time we checked, there was no scheduled time or opponent. We're going to keep looking throughout the game. If there is an update, we'll let you know. First pitch to Lindsay Poulos is a strike. As of now, no games officially scheduled for tomorrow up in Cary, North Carolina. And a pitch up high. Looking at usabaseball.com, clicking on 2017 National High School Invitational schedule. The 1-1 chopper towards Masick. Fair ball, throw to first in time, and that retires the side. No hits off of Smith through 4 innings, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. The Conquerors lead 3-0. Top of the 5th, and the Conquerors have the top of the order. Alexis Ross, Amaya Ross, and Kendall Johnson due up. Ray Bureau, Dean Bureau on camera, bringing you the action here at the Episcopal School of Jacksonville, our first ever road broadcast of Conquerors varsity softball. We want to thank head coach Mike Rickey for setting us up here tonight.
Thanks, Mike.
2 terrific ball clubs on the field between the Episcopal Eagles and the TCA Conquerors. Callie Jones, in case you missed it, she is 9-1 on the season. An ERA well under 1. She has allowed 1 earned run, 3 total through 4 innings. She has struck out 2. Conquerors have managed 3 hits. But the big blow, the 2-run double from Morgan McMillan. Alexis Ross, a left fielder, leading off. She's 0 for 2. Reached on an error her last time up. And the pitch, chop towards, that's Dixon, the center fielder, once again. And that is out number 1. So another 8-3 putout going in the book. And Dixon is going to head back out to center field with a huge smile on her face. She's been involved in 3 plays on the infield. So the strategy paying off for Coach Rickey. Amaya Ross, 0 for 2, called out on strikes her last time up. Foul tip, no balls, and a strike.
Hey, 7:31 right here. Here we go. You might want to check your wrist for that play. It's a new one we put in. Here we go.
Conquerors not afraid to lay down the bunt. Coach Ricky ready for it by bringing in the extra infielder. And a high drive down the right field line. It is foul.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There we go. Hey.
Ross hit it well, but it sliced foul just before landing. And she's down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Still a couple of games left on the Conquerors schedule to tell you about. April 13th. 6 p.m. at Creekside. The 0-2, a changeup, misses outside. Good pitch, and she almost got Ross to chase. Conquerors at Oakleaf, April 18th, afternoon game at 4 p.m. Here comes the 1-2 to Ross. Line drive, base hit into center field. Dixon right in front of it. She gets it in quickly to hold Ross to a single. So with 1 out, Ross aboard at first. Second baseman Kendall Johnson, she is 1 for 1. She's been on base twice, hit by a pitch her last time up. That is a 4th hit off of Callie Jones. Swing and a foul tip into the mitt. Amaya Ross, very fast at first base. She got a very good secondary lead. Jones with the windup. Runner not going, but another good lead. And this one misses inside for ball 1. Runner has to wait until the ball leaves the pitcher's hand to break contact with the bag. A ball and a strike to Johnson, and the pitch chopped up the middle. Step on the bag, and that is all the Eagles are going to get. Nice play by Cammie Epley. So, fielder's choice for Kendall Johnson, 6 unassisted, is out number 2. Desi Cannell, 0 for 2, went down on strikes her last time up. Runner at first, Kendall Johnson, 2 outs.
236. I heard it was 412. 412. On your wrist, 236. 412.
And the pitch, foul tip. Ball hit the dirt. No balls and a strike on Cannell.
236. Hey, 367.
Eagles fans cheering on their team. The 0-1 coming from Jones. Change up and a good one in there for strike 2. Home team fans loving what they saw on that last pitch. Jones way ahead in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that'll retire the side. 1 hit, runner left at first. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Conquerors lead 3-0. Three 3-0 Conquerors lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Eagles varsity baseball players taking us back to 1980 with some Journey coming over the speaker. They've been very passionate about their team on the field tonight, talking to them between innings. Students here, just like at Trinity Christian, love to come out and watch their friends participate in the other sports. Eagles will send up hitters 6, 7, and 8. Jacqueline Connor, Olivia Bogan, and Brooke Begley. Starting off here in the bottom of the 5th. Conquerors lead 3-0. All 3 runs coming in the 2nd inning. Steve Perry would be very proud of you right now. Jacqueline Carter grounded out to 3rd, leading off the 2nd inning. And the first pitch hits her, and Connor is aboard. So a runner at first, nobody out. Olivia Bogan stepping up. She came in hitting .333. She's 0 for 1. Runner at first, nobody out. First pitch from Smith, a beautiful fastball for a strike. Snap throw to first, but the runner is back. Crystal Haynes trying to catch the runner a little too far off the bag. Square around a bunt, throw back to first once again. Pitch was up high, so a ball and a strike on Olivia Bogan. Jacqueline Connor at first. She was hit by a pitch leading off here in the bottom of the 5th. Brooke Begley, Sydney Squires waiting their turns next. No balls and a strike. Smith winds and delivers a changeup, bunted back to the box. Smith only played to first. Bailey Ryer playing second base now. She covering, or first base rather. Kept her foot on the bag. The throw was a little bit wide. A sacrifice bunt moves the runner into scoring position. One away, Connor at second. And Brooke Begley, the hitter. She's 0 for 1. Grounded out to the first baseman at that time, Desi Cannell. Not sure what happened with Cannell, but Bailey Ryer has taken over at first base for the Conquerors. First pitch in there for a strike. So let's hope everything's okay for Desi Cannell. 1 ball, 1 strike on Begley. High fly ball down the right field line. McMillan is there. Kinsey Merrill, rather throw to third. Gets away from Masick, but a great backup by Alexis Ross keeps the runner at third. Ball was in foul territory, but Mackenzie Merrill ran it down for out number 2. Excellent job by Alexis Ross backing up that throw to third base. She kept the runner from scoring as the ball got by Masick. 2 outs, runner at third. Sydney Squires at the dish. Down on strikes her first time up, and she takes the first pitch outside. Great running catch by Mackenzie Merrill in right field. And the 1-0. Bouncer down the first baseline. Smith picks it up, flips to Ryer, just in time to retire the side. A hit batsman advances to third, but no further. Smith gets out of the inning, and after 5, the Conquerors lead 3-0.
Turn it up! Hit it!
Eagles fans cheering along. We will rock you from Queen. Crystal Haynes, Mo Smith, Morgan McMillan due up for the Conquerors. Still no word on Desi Cannell. She batted in the 5th, but then Bailey Ryer took over at first base in the bottom half. So we'll see if Cannell is able to continue a little later on tonight. Next time the number 4 hole in the batting order comes to the plate. Catley Jones, though, trying to make sure that does not happen. Crystal Haynes is 1 for 2. She doubled and scored in the 2nd. She's leading off here in the top of the 6th. Conquerors enjoying a 3-0 lead. Good defense in that half inning. And the pitch, a changeup downstairs for ball 1. Mackenzie Merrill sprinted into foul territory to make the catch. And Alexis Ross backing up the throw to third, kept a runner from scoring. And the pitch is hit hard off the third baseman. Throw to first is not in time. That is a base hit for Crystal Haynes. Hit it very hard. Connor got a glove on it, but unable to make the play. Terrific effort by Epley, but the Conquerors have the leadoff runner aboard, and Trinity Dalrymple will be the courtesy runner once again for Crystal Haynes. Mo Smith at the plate. She is 0 for 2. She reached on an error, and her courtesy runner, Bailey Ryer, at the time scored a run. And a pitch is on the corner for a strike. Bailey Ryer now in the game, so should Smith reach and Coach Houston want a runner, we'll see who comes out. Michaela Mishner still available for the Conquerors. Great bunt, throw to first. In time, a very close play, and the Eagles get the call. Third baseman Jacqueline Connor charging in hard, and she gets the out at first. Sacrifice bunt for Mo Smith, 1 away. Dalrymple into scoring position, and a designated hitter, Morgan McMillan, steps in. She is 1 for 2 with a 2-run double. First pitch from Jones, bouncing ball. Jones reaches up high, and the ball's in the dirt. Here's a runner trying to score. To throw to the plate is in time. McMillan down to second, and she is safe. That'll be an error on the pitcher, Jones, for allowing McMillan to reach. 3-2 the put out at the plate. McMillan takes second base, a close play, and the Eagles nearly pulled off a terrific double play. 2 outs for the center fielder, Madison Williams. She's 0 for 1, a sac bunt and a ground ball to the second baseman, DiFilippino. And the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. The miscue turned into an out at the plate, and the score remains 3-0. Conquerors with the lead. The 0-1, a changeup that misses outside.
How many innings? I don't know. I play baseball. 7.
1 ball, 1 strike. Williams looking to add an insurance run. She has McMillan standing at second base, but there are 2 out. Big gap in left center for Williams, and the pitch is fouled off. So she's down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 from Jones, bouncing ball toward third. Throw to first, not in time, and Williams hustling gets herself a base hit. McMillan holds at third, but Conquerors have runners at the corners. Hit number 6 for the Conquerors. Mackenzie Merrill at the plate with 2 runners aboard. She is 0 for 2. She's grounded out twice. Great hustle by Madison Williams, beating that throw. Connor did all she could, but the hustle kept the inning alive, and the pitch, swing and a miss, and Williams will take second base. 2 runners in scoring position for Mackenzie Merrill. She made a defensive play, now with an opportunity to add possibly 2 more runs to the Conquerors' lead. Chopper down the line. Play to first is in time. DiFilippo with the nice play to retire the side. Conquerors get 2 hits, leave 2. We had a play at the plate and out for the Eagles. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Trinity Christian leads 3-0. It's been a very exciting ball game. The Conquerors with a 3-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Top of the order for the Eagles, Cammie Epley, Juliana DiFilippo, and Carly Dixon. Mo Smith has struck out 3. She's hit 2 batters, but no base hits allowed through the first 5 innings, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1 to Cammie Epley. She is 0 for 2. No balls and a strike.
Come on, 2-2, you got this. Oh, yeah! Let's go. Come on, Cheers, let's go.
Epley squared around the bunt and fouled it off. Now, she came into tonight's ball game hitting .533, an on-base percentage of .588, and an OPS of 1.240. She has gotten the job done at the top of the order for Episcopal all season long. She's homered once, driven in 13, and scored 22 runs. Chopper down the line. Johnson bobbles it, but throws to first. Ryer hangs on and keeps her foot on the bag. Eagles fans do not like the call, but that is out number 1. Credit Kendall Johnson was staying with the pitch and the play as the ball popped out of her glove momentarily. She corralled it, and Ryer, an excellent job making the play and keeping her foot on the bag. First pitch to DiFilippo is in there for strike 1. DiFilippo has bounced to the pitcher and lined very hard to the left fielder, Alexis Ross. And that ball went right at Ross. She didn't have to take a step. And the 0-1, swing and a miss on a great changeup. Mo Smith ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Bouncing ball right back to the box. Smith with the easy play for out number 2. And there you see that beautiful downtown Jacksonville skyline. Right behind the Hart Bridge, over the center field and right field fence here at the Episcopal School of Jacksonville softball field. 2 outs, bases empty. Carly Dixon swings and misses. Down in the count, no balls and a strike. She has reached on an error, and she is grounded to the first baseman. The 0-1 up high, count even at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is a changeup, misses up high. 2 balls and a strike. Dixon's able to keep things alive. Pitcher Callie Jones, a cleanup hitter. She would be next. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball misses up and away, ball 3. Masick at third, playing in very close. Even with 3-1, she's playing in for the bunt. And the pitch. Strike 2 right down the middle. It's a full count on Dixon. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The payoff pitch fouled off to the right side. So once again, we'll have a 3-2 pitch to Carly Dixon. Eagles need a couple of base runners. With 2 outs, they're looking to start that rally. And the 3-2, ground ball. Johnson flips to first and side retired. Something special going on here at Episcopal. We go to the top of the 7th. Conquerors lead 3-0. Top of the 7th, Conquerors lead 3-0, and they have the top of the batting order coming up. Alexis Ross, Amaya Ross, Kendall Johnson due to lead things off here in the 2nd. Conquerors got all 3 runs in the top of the 2nd. Only one of them earned off of Callie Jones, however. Morgan McMillan, the 2-run double. That brought home both Haynes and Smith. Smith had reached on an error, and then McMillan had scored on a drop ball, and that's been all the scoring so far tonight. Both pitchers have done a terrific job. The Conquerors have scattered 6 hits. And Mo Smith working on something special. She has 3 more outs to get. Alexis Ross at the plate. She's 0 for 3. She did reach on an error. Top of the 7th. Here's the first pitch from Jones. It is a strike. And here is the 0-1. Up and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. We talked about the Conquerors varsity baseball team a little while ago. Out today, my article about the 7 senior baseball players who have signed college scholarships. And Ross drops down the bunt. Jones turns and will not have a play. That is a base hit for Alexis Ross on the bunt. And a leadoff runner with terrific speed aboard at first. Hit number 7 for the Conquerors. You go to InTheGameSportsNetwork.com, click on Northeast Florida Edition, read all about the 7 baseball seniors who have signed college scholarships. Amaya Ross lays it down, and she will also beat it out for a hit. Throw to second, and Alexis is back. 2 consecutive pitches have led to bunt singles, and now the Conquerors, with their 2 fastest runners aboard, already leading 3-0, looking to add some insurance here in the top of the 7th. Coach Ricky out at the mound to talk things over with his defense, and Coach Houston will get a chance to talk things over with her offense. Kendall Johnson is the next hitter due up. She is 1 out of 3. She singled in the first, or rather 1 out of 2. She was hit by a pitch in the third and reached on a fielder's choice in the fifth. Shows she's been on base 3 consecutive times and 1 for 2 officially. So in the game, sportsnetwork.com, Northeast Florida edition. Read all about Chad Ragland, AJ Labus, Logan Nugent, Dalton Terrell, Cameron Jones, KC Eisenberg, and Austin Martin. And Johnson squares around a bunt, and she fouls it off. No balls and a strike. Alexis Ross at second, Amaya Ross at first. Both of them bunted their way aboard. And Jones ready to deliver the 0-1 to Kendall Johnson. She squares around, lays it down, and the only play is the first will not be made, and that is another base runner for the Conquerors. We'll see how that one is scored. That is going down as a base hit for Kendall Johnson. 3 consecutive bunt singles have loaded the bases. Bailey Ryer, she came in for Cannell, and this is her first trip to the plate. And this one misses outside for ball 1. Cannell batted to end the top of the 5th, and then Ryer took over at first base in the bottom half of that inning. We saw her as a courtesy runner earlier. First chance to swing the bat tonight, and a ground ball up the middle of base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes Amaya Ross. She will score. Runner thrown to third is out at third. However, a 2-run single for Bailey Ryer has given the Conquerors a 5-0 lead. Kendall Johnson cut down, trying to extend it to third base. 8-2-5 on the putout. There's 1 out.
Next up for the Conquerors.
Ryer singled, and she took second on the throw, and she drove in 2 huge insurance runs for the Conquerors. Crystal Haynes at the plate. She is 2 out of 3. And the pitch, ground ball, base hit into left field. Ryer will stop at third. 5 consecutive base hits for the Conquerors here in the 7th. 3 out of 4 goes Crystal Haynes. 1 out, pitcher Mo Smith at the plate. And again, a courtesy runner for Haynes. Once again, that is Trinity Dalrymple taking over at first base. 2 runs are in. Conquerors lead by 5. Huge district matchup between 2 big rivals. Smith trying to extend that lead a little bit further. The first pitch, ground ball toward the shortstop. Throw to first is not in time. Now 2 Conquerors at third base. The throw to the plate is going to get the runner. Bo Smith, she'll take second on the play. A little confusion on the bases for the Conquerors. Mo Smith beat the throw to first for a base hit. She takes second. Dalrymple at third, and now Coach Ricky out to the mound to discuss that call at first base. If it stands, that is an out at the plate. And the call is going to stand. So the Conquerors have runners at second and third. Morgan McMillan at the plate. 2 runs are in. Smith at second. Dalrymple at third. Bailey Ryer was tagged out trying to score. It does take the force out away, however. And McMillan has a chance to drive in two. A ground ball to third. Throw over to first is in time to retire the side. Connor makes the play across the diamond. Conquerors get 2 runs. 6 hits, 2 runners tagged out on the bases, and 2 runners are left. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Keep an eye on Mo Smith. Something brewing here at Episcopal. Conquerors lead 5-0. Bottom of the 7th, Mo Smith needing to get 3 outs to finish this one off. She has the middle third of the batting order due up. Callie Jones, Lindsay Poulos, and Jacqueline Connor. 5-0 the Conquerors lead. 3 in the 2nd, 2 more in the top of the 7th. Callie Jones at the plate is 0 for 2. She's reached on an error and grounded out to the shortstop. First pitch from Smith on the outside corner for strike 1. Weather is absolutely gorgeous right now. There was a 40% chance of rain in the forecast, but it has stayed away. High fly ball down the right field line. Merrill is there right up at the fence to make the play. Callie Jones came within a few feet of putting one out of here. And the camera shot obstructed by the first base dugout, but Mackenzie Merrill made the play. 1 away. Smith needs 2 more outs. Lindsay Poulos at the plate. She's 0 for 2. First pitch, ground ball towards second. Johnson, the throw to first, and that is out number 2. 1 more out to get. And Jacqueline Connor, the third baseman. She's 0 for 1. Grounded to third, and she was hit by a pitcher last time up. A lot of room up the middle, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Smith has 3 strikeouts. She's hit 2 batters, but nothing else. And the pitch. Ground ball to third. Masick fields. Throws to first. Mo Smith has pitched a no-hitter. A complete game, 7-inning no-hitter for Mo Smith. And the Conquerors win 5-0. Smith, the winning pitcher. No hits, no walks. She struck out 3 and she hit 2 batters. Callie Jones also went the distance. Only 3 of the 5 runs scored were earned. The Conquerors got 11 hits. Jones struck out 3. Mo Smith, obviously the player of the game. She got some help from her offense, a 2-run double from Morgan McMillan and a 2-run single from Bailey Ryer as well. Conquerors win it 5-0. Thank you for joining us on live stream through tcajax.org. Thank you once again to Coach Mike Rickey. Fantastic fans here in the home side bleachers. Great job by the Eagles and their fans as well. For Dean Bureau on camera, I'm Ray Bureau on behalf of all of Trinity Christian Academy, saying good night and God bless you, this time from the Episcopal School of Jacksonville.